I am very happy to have the chance to talk to you today about artificial intelligence, specifically to create image and video for like 40% less money, specifically if you accumulate a lot of subscription. I know that you're gonna be like me. There is a big problem with artificial intelligence, specifically when you're creative. You need so many subscriptions to do this, and that each tool is not the same style, and so you need so many subscriptions. And so for you, I have the solution. It's gonna be Runway. I love this tool. I wish I had some part in it. I wish I had some equity. It's not the case. I really tell you from a passionate point of view. It is a fantastic tool where you pay so less money for everything that you do, and you don't need a subscription. You just inject a tiny bit of money and then you pay for every generation that you do. It's a fantastic system in a sense of, as a creative, I don't have the time to wait for ChatGPT or whatever to take 1, 2, 5 minutes to generate anything. I need to be effective. I need to generate a certain number. I need to accomplish my goal. And so that's why Runway are going to be some fantastic for you. So let me show you. You have Runway. If you just need the name, it's right there. It's quite easy to find. It's Runway AI. And what's going to be very interesting is that they have the paid, and one of the information that is not put there is that very interestingly, they don't charge you more, usually, for the vast majority of the model. They don't make you pay more than what the constructor, when the editor gonna charge you. For example, if I go for image, and I search like the model of Google, you can see the price right there, and it's exactly what I would pay if I pass directly for Google. And that's one of the best like advantage of this tool, is that the prices that you're going to find on the web directly the constructor are going to be exactly the same right here. So usually I used in the time Replicate, which is like a competition of Runway. But the thing is that Replicate at like 20 to 30% of the price, but when you use Runway, you pay exactly the same price. So either you use their model, which is going to be like 40% less pricing, or you use the constructor, and so you just pay like the price of the generation, which is fantastic in a sense of you don't have to accumulate a lot of subscription. You just use your tool, or you can create the API and create your own application if you want to. So this is really, really good. So what's going to be interesting is that I have a little demonstration for you. You can just sign in right there. And in my demonstration, I generated a bunch of images. So if I go like right here, I can click on the model. I can see all the model that they have. If I already know the name of the model, I can put right there, for example, iDream. I like iDream personally. And I'm gonna have my iDream models. Then I can click on there and it will send me on the playground. The playground is right there. I used a lot of my credits. I put like a tiny bit of money in the tools, and you're gonna see what we generated. What's gonna be very interesting is that on the left right there, you can see the selector of the model. For example, Juggernaut is one of the cheapest model possible that you can find. And I generated a bunch of image based on a prompt. I didn't go for a simple one. This is like, the goal is to make a professional thumbnail with a smooth background. There's gonna be like glowing brain. There's gonna be like floating icons. There's gonna be a person looking at it, radiant line. It's gonna be a lot of details. And what's gonna be very interesting is that I can take this prompt, put it inside of the window right there, select the model right there, and then you can search for the dimension that you want. And what's going to be very interesting is that then you can define the number of images that you want to generate. And that's one of the main elements that you can have with it. The problem with a lot of tools when you generate image or video is that you have to wait 1 or 2 minutes to have something. It is ridiculous. We don't have the time for that. We're professional. We want to go fast and with a lot of quality. And so that's why the combination of you being able to select the model, select the dimension if you want, and ask for a certain number of generation, going to be very life-saving for your profession. And so if you look at this, for example, I generated 4 images with the cheapest model that they have. And it cost me how much? You can see that by clicking on the image, I'm going to have the model right there, and then I'm going to have the price. And you can see that for 15%, I don't know what to call it, 50% of a cents, I generated 1 image. Very affordable, but as you can see, the results are very subpar. Now, I can't really use that. And so I selected another model right there, which is going to be, there you go, iDream Fast. And you can see that I can pay double the price, but the result way better. This is way better. This is way more current, but there is still like more spelling errors. And so that's why sometimes generating more can be useful, because then you can select without having to wait for another generation. But then I was like, it's not enough. So I keep searching inside of the image generation and I find Quant Image. Very interesting, a big player on the market. I want to see what they're capable of doing. As you can see, the results are way better. But at the same time, this is 2 times the price that I had with iDream, and this is like 4 or 5 times the price that I have with the cheapest one, Juggernaut Lite. And so as you can see, the results keep growing. Then I tried iDream 4. I paid double, triple, 5 times the price. I can see that the results are pretty good, but am I ready to pay 5 times the price? Or as you can see, I use also the model of Google right there, which is gonna cost me like 20 or 30 times the price by 6 cents an image. 6 cents an image, and then that's what is 6 cents an image. And that's why I really like this tool, in a sense of, by just being able to select a model, see if he clock with the style that you want, because as you can see, with the same prompt, all the models have different style at the end. Because it's not because you have a price that you have the same style. And so this tool is fantastic because you can select for a big library, because this is not all, this is just the one that they like recommend to you. For a big library, you can generate a lot of image, define for each task of your business which tool, which artificial intelligence is the best to fulfill the mission, and then you can standardize it, give it to all your team, tell them you use this with this format, you generate 4 or 5, and you select the best. Just to show you, it's gonna look like this. Again, I grab the same prompt, I put it right there. You can see my prompt is right here. I'm gonna select a model that I didn't try yet, ideogram, for example, 3.0. Then I'm gonna select, for example, because it's a thumbnail, we're gonna select wide. We're gonna take ultra wide. No, we're gonna select wide. And then I'm gonna select to generate, let's say 5, to give me and myself an idea and be able to select one that works. I click on generate then, and you can see it's gonna generate all of them. And I can keep working. I can say, okay, ideogram seems to be a good idea. I would like to try the shred flex. I generate, I'm gonna try this one too. And you can keep going. As you can see, I'm gonna have the result. Then I can just click on it. See the price, it was 6 cents an image. Very expensive model, I thought it was cheaper, to be honest. That's why I generated 5. But we try. As you can see right there again, okay, this is really subpar, but how much did it cost? It cost probably like 30 times less than the other one. That makes sense. And so, what's gonna be very useful with this tool is that you can just experiment, and then you're gonna start to have like the list of tools that you have, of model that fulfill the job that you ask without costing too much. As you can see, like 3 cents for this image. Is it good for me? It is pretty clean, I have to say. This is really clean. I'm gonna try it again just to try. Okay, so this is iDream 4. Gonna ask for 4 image. We're gonna select ultra wide if possible. Let's go like this. This is gonna cost me a bit, but it's fine. I'm gonna show you then a very cool thing when we use the video generation. So as you can see, again, it's gonna generate. We check the result, and then I'll show you something cool. So as you can see, for 3 cents, I'm gonna have something which is very clean, very useful, very usable, if I dare say. Compared to, so you compare this to what we had before right there, which is the cheapest of the cheapest. Not the same ballpark, not the same price neither, but at least you have the control. At least you can try. If you want something clean, you can test it out with something cheap very fast and then go for something more expensive, okay? That's the first thing. Then, as you can see right there, you're gonna have the video generation. And that's one of the things that I really like. I generated this little video because that's my style, basically, and I want to make a tiny video to present my product and my services. And so what's going to be very interesting is that I downloaded an image. So let's imagine I'm going to generate a little one. And to go for something kind of complicated, I decided to go for, let's say, this image. Why? No, you know what? This image, because they have faces, and I think it's going to be good. So I take this image, you're going to see. So let's imagine I just have an image on my computer. I go here. Same thing, I can select a model, but I know that this one costs around 6 cents to generate a video, so I'm pretty happy about it. I can input a frame image right there. So I'm just gonna grab it, pull it, put it inside of the input, and then I have to select exactly the same format of the image. So this is right there. And we're gonna generate, let's imagine, 2 videos. Again, this is very useful. This is not the same size. Don't worry, I'm gonna find it. Okay, so I just changed the size. So this is very useful in the sense of, again, you could wait for the generation. Again, it takes like 3, 4, 5 minutes for everybody. Here you can just like launch a generation. You know that it's gonna cost you around 6 cents. You don't have to pay a subscription for 10, 20, 30 bucks. You just generate the image that you need. You don't need to stress about, oh, I need to exploit my credits because they're gonna die at the end of the month. This works for you. I just put like a long time ago, 20 bucks, and I've been generating forever. Of course, I don't generate videos every day, but it kind of works. It kind of works for me. This is very accessible somewhere. This is like really good in the sense of, again, you don't have to take an appointment, a subscription for one tool and another. You just put your image, and then you're gonna have the video of somebody interacting with the others. So this could be fun. I could use that for like a little video, integrate that as footage. There's a lot of things I could do. If this one doesn't please me, I can just select the other one. It was 6 cents too, so it's really affordable. And this one is more positive. I kind of like it, you see? And that's why I really like this tool, is because I can just keep generating. I don't have to take like 30 bucks here, 30 bucks there. I just like get it, I use it, cost me 12 cents, and we're pretty good. This is fantastic. I really like it. I'm sorry to say it, but this website is fantastic. I'm sorry to say it. I don't have like money, they don't give me anything, but I hope that it can help you for your creative work, because it is really tough sometimes about AI. There's so many new revolution every day. To have the chance to have a tool where everything is centralized, you can experiment, you don't burn your wallet, you can burn as much money as you want and create as much as you want. This is fantastic. So yeah, it was Loic from I-avantage. I wish you the best. We do a lot of consultation and the vast majority of a business inside of France. I want to go to America. Please help me, give me a hand, leave a comment, leave a subscription. Well, I don't know how to work that. I wish you the best either way, and I will see you very soon. Bye-bye.